Hello there everyone, I am Pepino, back with more Dwarf Fortress, and we are just in time for the Dwarven caravans to arrive at Bermidor. Here we see them arriving and unloading their goods, so we will do the same, getting our goods ready for trade. We'll be sure to give them very good deals and all of that stuff. We can give them some iron battle axes. I don't have a problem giving weapons to dwarves. I just don't want to weaponize the elves or the humans in case, our diplomatic relations ever were to go sour. So, anyway, we'll send them some axes as well as goblets. In fact, they usually have the most good stuff for us, so we can even give them a little more. In fact, we can give them a prepared food pot. Why not? We have so much food. And we would like to help out our dwarves. Maybe they are starving and traveling, so we can give them some nice, luxurious, prepared food. And if not, they can, sell it. We make probably the best food in the world, I'd have to say. Our fortress, the dwarves. We are preparing tons and tons of lavish meals, and with the price all the merchants seem to be willing to pay, I have to assume that it's the finest food in the world, anywhere. So, that's that, and we'll see when our broker decides to head over here. He's storing items in stockpiles right now, but I'm sure he'll get around to trading at the depot pretty soon. Now, the miasma has not returned at all, so the strange plague of animals does, in fact, seem to be done. Other than these last couple animals here who haven't quite died yet. But if they do survive and they're not rotting, that'd be a bonus, because then we can have some survivors to rebuild our animal population. We're going to need to trade for more cats if they have them, because ours were a bit defective with the whole rotting from the inside out thing and filling our fortress with disgusting fumes. So yeah, we'll hopefully get better batch of cats. New bug fixes should be out on this new model that the dwarves have brought us. Should have none of the problems of the old model. 100% less miasma producing rotting, hopefully. Oh well, who knows. Our cave swallows have forgotten their training. That's unfortunate. I was really hoping we would get these guys actually trained up a lot better and a lot faster than we have. It's really going kind of slowly. I guess we don't have any really great animal trainers here, but you'd think it'd be a little faster at least. At least when the merchants came, they didn't walk through our field of diseased animals. They came in from the south, past our field of dead, rotting corpses and garbage, which is probably much more pleasant. So our broker is currently eating. He should probably be on his way at any point now. I don't know where he is. I'll let you know if I spot him somewhere. There he is. Right here. We're gonna follow him around and see what he does if he goes to the trade depot. Nope, he's going to harvest plants. Now, I don't know why, but that is where he's going. Hopefully, though, he'll just stop by quickly, harvest a couple plump helmets, and then be on his way to the depot. There he goes. He's harvested the plump helmet. Nope, he didn't. He got right to it and decided, nope, I need a nap instead. So he's going to take a nap. And then, maybe then, he will trade with the depot. These dwarves are just kind of lazy, honestly. They don't make much sense with the order they do things in. But that is their way, I suppose. To be fair, I shouldn't expect their decision-making to be spectacular. Their only liquid they have to consume is alcohol. And that probably doesn't help with the thought process at all when they're trying to do things. But either way, this guy, once he sleeps it off, is going to be hopefully ready for the depot. Our king is telling us probably again that we can't export piccolos. We know we have never once tried to export a piccolo nor a shield. and he has still decided to make sure every time that we don't do it. Alright, well, we should build some golden statues here in the king's room, hoping to increase the value to get him up to a royal bedroom. He's got a bunch of gold statues in there now, as you can see. Oh, and hey, this guy is back on the move again. And he's off to trade at the depot. How nice. Only took a nap, a meal, and some plant gathering before he was ready. That's not too bad. Gives us time to get our goods there at least. So, here they go, and let us trade. Alright. Yeah, these food barrels are worth just a ton. Okay, so, let's see. I'm gonna go through, I guess, and just, again, select all of the useful stuff. But we should check and see if they have, any animals of interest. We could maybe buy up some more cats. That would probably be a good choice, because we need someone to keep track of the vermin in our fort. So we'll scroll all the way up. Do you have any cats at all? You got a lot of stuff. Oh, here we go. Female cat there. You get a female dog. And another female cat. We don't want too many cats. Although I guess if they're females, they aren't going to reproduce, so we'll get them both. They're both females. If we get a male, then they'll all start reproducing, but we'll deal with that later. So we'll get some cats. We will get all the alcohol that they brought with them. You can never have too much alcohol. That is, at least if you're a dwarf. If you're a human, you can. It's called alcohol poisoning, and it's not fun. But they did not bring much alcohol, apparently. Oh well, not too bad. How does this gold goblet sound? We'll give you that, but we want a little more in return. What else can we get from these guys? How about some seeds? Alright, let's actually do this. Search. Ooh. Alright, there we go. Plump helmets spawn and dimple cups spawn. All this stuff. And all of these seeds that we want here. We'll take them all. And we'll give them a real good deal on stuff. That's actually too good of a deal. We want... Also, what do we want? Let's take this gold bar. Why not? We'll take some gold. You can never have too much gold either. And that also goes for humans. You cannot actually have too much gold if you're a person, because that would just mean you're really rich. And that's not usually a problem. Can't think of many scenarios having too much gold would be a problem. I suppose if you were drowning or sinking in water, it'd be a bit unfortunate. You'd have to carry all that weight. But beyond that, I can't really think of many scenarios where you don't want to have a lot of gold on you. So, alright, either way, I'm rambling and I'm forgetting what I'm even talking about at this point, because it probably doesn't make any sense. But that's okay, that's what happens. That's what happens when you play this game for a long time. You start rambling and talking about nothing and just talking about dwarves, and then sit back and wonder, what are you doing with your life? And then you remember you're telling a bunch of dwarves what to do for long periods of time. And honestly, I'm okay with that. I've come to grips with that, and I will continue to do so. I will continue to tell these dwarves exactly what to do, and they shall follow my orders, and I will lead them to survival and prosperity and all of that stuff. All that stuff is very good. So, here we go. This is why I normally skip trading, to be honest. It just turns into me rambling about nothing. But, let's see. We'll give them a real good deal there. And we'll give away some gold goblets. And a battle axe. There we go. We'll give that as an offering to their leader. And perfect. Awesome, so we have traded with the dwarves who have arrived, and we are currently in mid-autumn of the year 9, closing in on that big decade-old year, or decade-old world. 10th birthday for the world. Big deal coming up, probably in a couple episodes. Assuming we don't get wiped out by then, which I don't think we will, to be honest. I think we're pretty secure right now. But, I guess you never know. You never really know. I would like to get our Crundles trained up a little bit better, to be honest, too. I really would. And our Cave Swallows and our Drelthas, so that we could get them, out into a nice pasture somewhere. But, let's see. We have attracted no migrants this season, that's fine. We haven't attracted any in a while. We are at 82 citizens currently. I don't know how many migrants are actually out there in the world, if we are the last of the dwarves and have been for quite a while. But I'm guessing there's some more dwarves out there somewhere. We just haven't attracted any of them to our fort. Here are these dogs and animals and stuff. I don't know if they're dying still or what, but we're not gonna risk bringing them back into the fortress. Sorry, what am I trying to do there? That's what I'm trying to do. And we want to take these cats and dogs that we just got, and we need to place them in here so that we can get them out of their cages. And let's see, how are these animals doing? We've found a giant olm with a name, apparently. Well, we're gonna want to train that up, I guess. We should take a look at that. Why does it have a name? That's all I want to know. What is going on down here? We have a troglodyte overcome by terror. Oh, and a Dreltha reverting to the wild state. Just gonna zoom us back up. Is this a lot of blood? There's a lot of blood. Spattering of someone's blood. Right there. Who is this? No. Alright, lots of blood going all the way down the stairs. Where are those guys? More blood right here. Who is this? He's collecting webs. Well, that's probably why they are getting injuries and stuff. It's because they're going down into the caverns to collect webs for some reason, even though I didn't tell them to. Well, how are we gonna deal with that? And where was that guy fighting? We were just watching him fight, and now... Oh, here he is. Okay, so this guy appears to be fighting some troglodytes. Hopefully that doesn't go poorly. And they're killing them off, it would seem. But it's going very slowly. We should get our military down here to work on this. Let's kill you. And actually, no, they seem to have handled it, for the most part. They killed those two that we were looking at. We should look at these, oh, this is a long fight. An 8-page fight, punching, this troglodyte. If you want to read it, you can pause and read it all. I will just scroll through, but lots of punching back and forth, between a brewer and a troglodyte. I'm sure it was fairly interesting, and I guess in the end led to the troglodyte being dead. And yeah, here he's just punching him in the head over and over again, basically to death. So that is that. Cool. And actually there are more of these guys down here, so we really should get the military down here to take care of them. At least some of our military. Alright, we really should also get a door in place on this cavern. But yeah, this is the problem. When you breach the caverns, things start attacking, dwarves start wandering down into the caverns for no good reason, and then getting attacked by troglodytes and crundles and all sorts of other things, forgotten beasts, and this guy's 2v1ing some troglodytes right now. We'll see how that goes. What's his name? If I could just click on him, but it won't show up for some reason. Oh, it's because he's a level below. Alright, this is Kel, and he is down here fighting off these guys. He's killed one of them, and now he's killed another, and another one came running along, and then the military came down and helped him out with that, and that is all good. All good. All the troglodytes appear to be dead, and our outpost liaison is still here, so that's that. And this guy is a giant Olm who's now apparently trained very well already, even though he is still down here in this cage. Let's take a look at him. Alright, she is a giant amphibian predator found underground near water, gigantic with incredible muscles, skin is white, eyes are black. So that's all we know about the giant Olm, but apparently it's trained pretty well. I wonder if I can train it any further. And I still wonder why it has a name. I can't give it any war training or hunting training. So I guess all I can do is assign it to a cage. Let's assign it to one of these fancy cages, one of these artifact cages that we've placed in our little thing here. Place it in there just because, you know, it's fancy and has a name, so we might as well put it in a fancy cage with a name. At least that makes sense to me. So the military is really doing their job. They take care of most threats pretty quickly. Not always quickly enough to stop an occasional civilian from dying, but that is, you know, to be expected, I suppose. So that's that. The dwarven merchants, we traded with them, and they are about to leave, if they haven't left already. Yeah, they left already. So that is that. It's pretty good. We are trucking through autumn now, headed for another winter. Our animals keep reverting to their wild states, and I swear eventually we will train them well enough to take them out of those darn cages and put them in an enclosure. But for right now, we are not at that stage. So that is that. Here's our puppies and our kitties, our new ones. We should maybe leave them in their pasture until all these diseased ones die off. We'll give it a little while longer, and if those guys don't die, we'll check. I guess we can check now and see if they're actually diseased or not. Yeah, they're all rotting and dying. So we're gonna wait for all of that to happen. Their tongue completely swollen with blood. Oh, this is an absolutely terrible disease. This is like the freaking Black Plague for cats and dogs. But I guess at least we've got it under control. Here we see our giant Olm next to this goose now here is being taken and put in our cage there. There we go. Our Crundle has forgotten its training. Again, they keep forgetting their training. It's unfortunate. Alright, these giant cave swallows, I would like them both to be trained too. I don't know, none of the animal training is going as fast as I had hoped. I think it's because we don't have any skilled trainers, to be honest. But that'll come in time. We will learn more about training these animals each time we do it, and then we will become better at it, and eventually it'll work. But I guess we will just let these dwarves keep doing their jobs and let autumn keep rolling by, and I will bring you guys back when something interesting happens.